and someone who probably wishes he could have a glass of wine right now, even though he has been a lifelong teetotaler, is Donald Trump. Now, of course, today was the day that the first criminal trial he is facing has gone to court. The trial has begun, and this is for the hush money that was paid to Stormy Daniels. Now, we know how this story has gone. He apparently had an affair with Stormy Daniels, who is a porn actress. His lawyer then paid a sum of money to Stormy Daniels prior to the 2016 presidential election to try and keep her quiet. She then later said that the NDA she had signed was illegitimate because Trump himself had never signed it, and on it has gone. Now, you would think, well, big deal. I mean, he did the horizontal foxtrot with a porn star. Who really cares about that? And I'm not sure people really do, because this is a show trial. But what New York says, and this is going on in New York City, which is, of course, the home of Donald Trump, New York says, oh, but, you know, it was influencing the 2016 election. If only people had known that Donald Trump had sex with a porn star, the result of the election might be different. I don't think so. They also allege that he tried to cover up the spending of that hush money by falsifying business records. Again, big deal. You can go and shoot someone in the middle of Times Square and get less time than you'd get for most white-collar crime. But we know the point of all of this, of course, is it's not a trial really about whether or not he did anything wrong in terms of using that money or covering it up. It's a trial of Donald Trump's character. They're doing everything they can, the left in the US, to try and impugn Donald Trump's character. And get this, he can't even go to his son Barron's graduation because they'll lock him up if he does.
As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go to the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. He's a great student, and he's very proud of the fact that he did so well. And I was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there. And it looks like the judges are going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial. If you read all of the legal pundits, all of the legal scholars today, there's not one that I see that said this is a case that should be brought or tried. It's a scam. It's a political witch hunt.
Now, of all the upcoming criminal trials, I think there's 4 of them, this is undoubtedly the weakest one of all. I don't think there's anyone, unless they're, you know, blindly politically opposed to Trump, who looks at that and goes, oh yeah, this is a really big issue. Gee, he paid some money to a porn star. He can never be president again. They want him locked up. But the beauty is that even if he gets locked up, he can still run for president and he can still win the presidency and pardon himself.
Well, I mean, they expect this trial to go for 6 weeks, and Trump is required to be in court for the duration. So I guess the Democrats figure that removes him from the campaign, although they perhaps haven't taken into account he'll be on national television every single night for 6 weeks as this trial continues. And as you say, Caleb, everybody knows that Donald Trump seems to be a womanizer. So the Democrats are trying to get salacious details of other Trump affairs and interactions with women, including that famous Access Hollywood tape recording where Trump talks about how he can grope women because he's a star and women love to be groped by stars. And all of that is salacious and horrible. But as you said, everybody knows this about Trump, so it's not new. But what we're learning is just the lengths to which Democrats will go to corrupt the legal system in order to achieve their political purposes. And so I think this will be a case of the Democrats being hoisted by their own petard.